Hi guys, and happy Wednesday. I had a very strange Wednesday, very stressful couple of days because, as I mentioned in the past, I have had a raccoon in my attic, and I haven't had a raccoon in my attic for about 5 or 6 years. But so I called this guy yesterday that had stellar reviews, and he really, I liked him instantly. You know how that goes. So I talked to him yesterday, and he said he was booked, fully booked yesterday, so he couldn't come till today. So he came this morning, even nicer in person. I just loved him. Tony the Dapper Trapper. What a great name. And his logo is even cooler. It's a raccoon with a monocle, a suit, like a turn-of-the-century suit, and his briefcase is actually a trap. So it's really, I love the creativity of it. I loved everything about it. And he was Italian, so I loved him. I just got along with him. Really nice guy. So he came today. I had to call Craig. I had to text Craig and tell him this. I actually texted him yesterday and said, call me on your next break, because he was at factory yesterday. But he didn't get my text, of course, because Craig is so bad at looking at texts. So this morning I texted him and said, I told him the story, I tried to get the guy here yesterday. He was booked, couldn't come till today, so I cannot be there. So anyway, traps are set. Now, raccoons don't come out till the night, so when this thing is caught, first thing in the morning, I'm supposed to text him and let him know. Tony, the trapper, the Dapper Trapper. I have to text him in the morning and let him know if the raccoon's in there, and he'll come right back and get him. So I'm really hoping, because, this whole thing stresses me out, because I don't like to see animals in any kind of distress. And he was like, look, don't think like that. He said the animal has been causing you distress for the last couple weeks. I said, yeah, but they're so cute. And he's like, I know. So anyway, so I'm supposed to text him first thing if the raccoon's in there, and then we'll be done. Very excited. So that was my most of my day. All right, Monday, I think it was Monday. Yes, Monday, because yesterday and today I got to do nothing at all, except for deal with this. So Monday I stopped in the local thrift, just, to get away, get out, and I found this very fun. It is 8-piece Halloween musical string lights, but it's aliens. Oh my god. So we can use this all year long. Look at this. Carm, check this out. One of my favorite things ever. Very excited. Still in the box, brand new, with the try me button. Perfect. I also found this beautiful planter, this little planter. It's a square brick-looking planter with a flower pot that goes inside, and I put this little arrangement in it because this is going to go on the center of my new pub table when I get to make it. Today, my tabletop was delivered. My footrail was delivered. I showed you I already had my stools. I got my sealer. I got my weather stripping. Everything is ready to go. The barrel isn't coming till next week. So I'm being tortured because Now I'm really itching to go. But the barrel will be here next week, so I'm excited. And it's only coming from Pennsylvania. It's only a state away, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully it comes Monday. That would be great. So anyway, Q&A. I requested some questions from you guys. Now, I know a lot of people don't know how to use YouTube or whatever. But I think, so I'm going to use the questions I got so far. I mean, I put a thing in the community post. I put a community post asking you guys for questions. I don't think most people even look at the community posts. I think they just look at the videos if they come up in their feed. But I'm going to answer the questions I have right now. And then if anyone else wants to add questions to the community post that I made, go to my Facebook page, YouTube page, click on the community tab. You'll see where I ask you for questions. If you want to add questions to it, we'll do another one in the future. But for now, I'm going to answer the ones that I got so far. And I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's almost always the people that follow me for a long time, the people that I know and love, the people that are actually friends of mine that comment, post, leave questions. And so I'm going to answer their questions. And like I said, if you want to add questions to these, go right ahead. I'm going to leave the post there in the community. And we'll do more in the future. No big deal. So the first one comes from my friend Tuesday. And it is, "Hi Tink, this sounds like a great idea. I know you traveled a lot in the past. Is there anywhere else you'd like to visit now? And would you ever consider living in another country?" Okay, yes, I did travel extensively from the time I got out of high school on, I'm going to say until 9/11. 9/11 ended it was very traumatic for me, and I could never get on a plane again. It's just something, and I don't think that'll ever go away. So, on 9/11, the building I worked in, we were on the 10th floor of a high rise, and we could see from our conference room, we could see the trade towers perfectly from that window. So we watched the whole thing go down, and I was never so traumatized. It's the only way I can say it. The only way I can say it. I'm telling you why I don't travel anymore. That's my reason for giving this story. The government closed all buildings within a 10-mile radius of New York City, and we were within that 10-mile radius, so we had to leave because we didn't know if we were at war. We did not know what the hell was going on. That day, when I left work, I was, first of all, I was very shell-shocked. Secondly, there was not a soul on the road. There was not a car on the road. There was not a person on a bus stop. It honestly looked like the end of the world to me. It was very weird. I came home and got online to talk with other people to see what they were feeling about it. But it's something that'll never leave me. And I was never able to go on a plane again. Total trauma. That's the only way I can describe it. So I did all my traveling before 9/11, and I will not be traveling unless it's in a car and driving distance. I will never get on a plane again. and they tell you to do things to face your fears. No, not that. Because let me tell you something. In a car, you can survive a crash, but in a plane, you cannot. So I'm done with that. The other part of the question. All right, there's nowhere else I would like to visit now, except maybe Woodstock, Yasgur's Farm, and that is within driving distance, so we may do that one day. But as far as ever wanting to live anywhere else, the only place on earth that I would actually like to live other than here is England. That's where my mother comes from. That's one of my favorite places on earth, one of the most beautiful places on earth. But let me explain why I would not live anywhere else for real. I am a very deeply rooted person, and I am so deeply rooted here in my atomic universe because I am the third generation to live here. My grandmother bought the house when it was new. My mother was raised here. She was born in New York State, but raised here. And then the house became mine when both my grandparents died. So that's third generation here. I'm very rooted here, very deeply, deeply rooted here, very connected to this house. And this is why I love my woodland so much. So just recently, my mother was sitting out in the yard, and my father calls it the tropical wonderland, or the tropical, what did he say? What was his words? Tropical paradise. And my mother was sitting over there, and she said, do you know who would love this yard the way you've made it? And I knew what she was going to say. Grandma. So, absolutely. And like I said many times in the past, I smell my grandmother's perfume all the time. And her perfume was very distinct. Nobody wears it now. She bought it in Bermuda. And it was violet. So there's no mistaking her perfume. So I know it's her. So anyway, I hope that answers all of your questions there. Carm says, hey Tank, fun idea with a Q&A. I'm sure I'll think of some more, but in regards to being a YouTuber overall, when you started your channel way back when, did you have any goals or expectations of what you wanted to do or accomplish through doing videos? Have they been met or even exceeded since then? Well, I gotta say, Carm, I never came on YouTube the same as you. I mean, you answered a question similar to this very recently. And I never came on here for fame and fortune, obviously. You know, it was really just to share. And I will say, my very first channel, the Atomic Zombie Queen, was way more popular than this one. I mean, if I get 50 views on this channel, that's a lot. You know, people just are not interested in what I have to say, except for my few favorites that have been with me for years, and that I've actually become friends with. The Atomic Zombie Queen channel was all about antique phonographs and sharing music. But I stopped doing that channel because the copyright, the whole copyright strike thing was insane. And back in those days of YouTube, because I've been on YouTube at least 13 years now, back in those days, 3 strikes and you were gone. And I got really sick of that shit. Everything has changed now a little bit, but you know, in that respect. But so I started just a hangout channel to talk to you guys, meet new people, because I'm not a very social person at all. I'm a loner. Very few people are let in, and it's just the way I've always been, you know. So the few really good friends that I've made on here, I cherish. I absolutely cherish. And so, like you, it was just to come on, share, talk, chat. I find that a lot of people don't give a shit about day-to-day life or your thrift shopping or whatever. But the people that do care, I love so much. Because, I mean, I'm just sharing. And if you enjoy what I'm sharing, great. I love you. You know, you mean a lot to me. So that's really all there is to it. It's just all about like hanging out with friends and talking as if you were sitting across from me at the table. That's the way I always wanted it to be. And that's what it remains to be. I'll never make money at it, obviously. If we're getting 50 views a video, I mean, there's no way it'll ever go anywhere. So it is what it is, you know. And I don't mind because I'm just coming here to chat, you know, just hang out with you guys. If I can make somebody's day a little better, I'm happy. And to me, that's what it's all about. All about. There have been many YouTubers that have cheered me up, you know, over years. You know, just watching a video will cheer you up a little bit, and I really, if I can do that for some people, that's enough for me. So that's that, Carm. And then, of course, our dear Trish. What and who inspired you to get into podcasting? Again, that is a total sharing thing. I only wanted to do that because I had so many records, so many cool records as a collector that I wanted to share with people. I wanted to turn people onto stuff maybe they never heard before. I wanted to play familiar things that maybe they haven't heard in a while. And music makes people happy, and I just wanted to share it with people. So I started podcasting at least 3 years ago. The first channel was Podbean. It became really expensive, and I just couldn't keep up with it. And then you, Trish, suggested Mixcloud, and the rest is history. So with Mixcloud, I can do as much as I want, as many as I want for free, and I love it. So I will continue to do that, continue to share music. Me and Craig are just, one of our favorite things is going through records. You know, that's just something that a collector loves. Crate digging, digging through records, getting your hands dirty. Just an amazing thing. One of Craig's favorite things in the world is going through a new collection. And I agree. You know, we just have so much fun. And some of the amazing records that I get from Craig, I want to share with you guys. Like, amazing instantly. You know what I mean? So, I do have a lot of new stuff to share with you guys. But, you know, when I'm under duress, like I am with this raccoon shit, I can't concentrate. I can't focus enough to enjoy that, enjoy anything. So after the raccoon is caught, picked up, gone, I'll relax and I'll get back to podcasting. So I hope that answers your questions, guys. If you have more questions, just leave them in that community tab there on my main YouTube page. I would love to get a ton of questions from you guys. Even people that I have never heard from, give me a question. We'll have some fun with it. And we'll do future Q&As. So yesterday, after I talked to the raccoon guy, I was reading a book about Dale Earnhardt Jr. And the book is about his concussions, his multiple concussions that started to cause him to not be able to function. And eventually leading up to his retirement. And I read that entire book in 3 hours. I could not put it down. I could not put it down. It was that great. I was so intrigued and so interested. It was one of my favorite drivers ever. You know, we're a NASCAR family because my father, my brother are in the body business. We were always into cars. It's just something that was part of us, you know. So I loved Dale Jr. and he retired young, and I don't think a lot of people understand why until he got out there and explained this concussion thing, and you know, the next accident could have been his last, you know, with the brain injuries that he had. So it was so fascinating. 3 hours I was done with the book. So this morning I started this one, and this is also incredibly fascinating. Son of Hamas, gripping account of terror, betrayal, political intrigue, and unthinkable choices. This is, I mean, how many pages did I read since this morning? You know, before the raccoon guy came. 77. I couldn't put it down. It was so amazing. And I can't wait to see where this goes. It's really a good one. So, I'm a voracious reader. I know a lot of you are too. And I'm so excited. When I pick up a book and the first couple of pages grip me, that's my favorite kind of book. You know how you pick up a book and you just can't get into it, you try, and it's just not working. Some people don't write as good as others. Some stories are definitely not as interesting as others. But Dale's was amazing. This one is amazing. So, I have a huge stack of books to read. So, and I am one of those people that has to read something cover to cover. I can't put one down and pick up something else in between. No, that doesn't work for me. I got to read it cover to cover. So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Today, I got 2 very exciting deliveries. I think I told you. I got my tabletop and my foot rail. Oh my God, the foot rail is gorgeous. I am just so excited. So now I'm just waiting for the barrel next week. And then we can do our video of creating the table. We'll seal it, we'll put it together, and I am so excited, I can't tell you. So, anyway, guys, I think that's it for me. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Wednesday. I should be at Craig's today. I should absolutely be at Craig's today. Wednesday is our busy day. But my hands were tied. I had to wait for Tony, the Dapper Trapper. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will talk to you very soon. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. Tink merch below, Radio Tink podcast link below. Follow Radio Tink on Facebook. And if you have a question for me, go to my YouTube channel page, click on the community tab, leave me some questions, and we'll do more Q&As. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will talk to you very, very soon. Remember, I love you all, especially my diehards, the ones that are always here. And I will see you very, very soon.